Do you ever feel like your workday never truly ends? Like, even when you physically left the office or closed your laptop for the night, a tiny part of your brain is still tethered to that relentless influx of work emails. Perhaps you find yourself checking your phone at the dinner table or just before bed, just in case something important came through. That nagging feeling, that subtle pull towards your inbox has become a pervasive part of modern life for so many of us. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about how to reclaim your time, your focus, and your peace of mind from the constant demands of work emails. We're exploring what I call a practical reset, a set of actionable strategies designed not just to manage your inbox, but to fundamentally shift your relationship with digital communication. In today's hyper-connected world, technology, far from being a distant promise, has become our today's anchor. Generative AI, new platforms, instant messaging, they've all crystallized into concrete shifts in how we work. And at the heart of much of this lies email, a tool that, while essential, has inadvertently become a source of stress, anxiety, and constant interruption. Research from institutions like UC Irvine and the U.S. Army has clearly demonstrated that unlimited email access significantly increases stress levels. Experts like Tom Stafford have even characterized email checking as an addictive behavior, driven by what's known as an intermittent reward pattern. We get a little dopamine hit when we find something useful or interesting, reinforcing the urge to keep checking, even when it's mostly just noise. This constant monitoring leads to decision fatigue, decreased focus, and ultimately reduced overall productivity. It's time to break free, not by abandoning email entirely, but by resetting how we engage with it. Our journey to a practical reset begins with understanding the core issue, the erosion of boundaries. For many, the lines between work and personal life have blurred to the point of being invisible. Let's start by rebuilding those crucial walls. The first and perhaps most foundational strategy is setting clear boundaries. This means consciously deciding when and how you engage with your inbox. Instead of reacting to every new email notification, which throws you into a reactive mode, try implementing time management and batch processing. Dedicate specific time blocks, perhaps first thing in the morning, midday, and then towards the end of your workday, solely for checking and responding to emails. Outside of these blocks, resist the urge to peek. Think of it like doing laundry. You wouldn't run one sock through the wash, then another, then another. You collect it all, and then you process it efficiently. Treat your emails the same way. To support this, you'll need to minimize interruptions and notifications. This is surprisingly simple, yet profoundly effective. Turn off all push notifications for your email apps on your phone and computer. Hide the email app icon from your main screen. Utilize Do Not Disturb modes during focused work periods, or even for an hour or two after your designated work time ends. This isn't about being unreachable. It's about being in control of when you are reached. Next, let's talk about email organization and prioritization. The sheer volume of emails can be overwhelming, so having a system is key. Concepts like Inbox Zero, while sometimes debated for its strictness, offer a great framework. The idea isn't necessarily to have zero emails all the time, but to process each email once it's opened. Ask yourself, can I delete it immediately? Does it require an action I can do in 2 minutes or less? This is the 2-minute rule. If so, do it now. Does it need to be filed for reference?
Utilize folders, labels, and flags within your email client. Most modern email systems, like Microsoft 365, Outlook, or Gmail, offer robust features for creating rules that automatically sort incoming messages. For example, emails from a specific project team might go into a dedicated folder, or newsletters can bypass your primary inbox entirely. This reduces the visual clutter and allows you to focus on what's truly important when you open your inbox. Now, a big part of stopping work emails is managing the expectations of others. This is where proactive communication strategies come into play. Consider setting up an autoresponder outside of your working hours that clearly states your availability and when people can expect a response. For example, thank you for your email. I am currently out of office until date and will respond as soon as possible upon my return. For urgent matters, please contact colleague's name or alternative communication channel. This isn't rude, it's professional and sets a clear boundary. Also, state your preferred communication channels for urgent matters. Perhaps for immediate needs, your team uses Slack or Microsoft Teams, reserving email for less urgent, more formal communications. By guiding your colleagues, you help everyone establish better communication habits. This moves conversations away from the hyperactive hive mind of constant email and towards more structured, intentional exchanges, as figures like Cal Newport advocate. It's important to acknowledge that individual strategies exist within a larger organizational context. The debate around the right to disconnect is gaining traction globally, with countries like France already legislating employees' rights to disconnect from work outside of working hours. While you might not have such legislation in your workplace yet, understanding this broader conversation helps you advocate for cultural shifts. There's an ongoing discussion about individual versus organizational responsibility. While personal habits are crucial, if your company culture expects constant availability, individual efforts can feel like swimming against the tide. This doesn't mean your efforts are futile. Rather, they can be a starting point for broader conversations within your team or organization about healthier communication norms. Perhaps you can even be a leader in modeling these behaviors. The challenge also lies in balancing responsiveness with deep work. You need to respond to important communications, but you also need uninterrupted time for focused, deep work. Over-checking emails is a prime culprit for context switching, which is incredibly draining and inefficient. By batching your email checks, you create space for that crucial deep work. The key is to effectively distinguish between truly urgent and merely important emails, and communicate those distinctions clearly to colleagues. Remember, this isn't about becoming a digital hermit. It's about intentionality. It's about recognizing the psychological impact of constant connectivity, the increased stress, anxiety, and decision fatigue, and making conscious choices to mitigate it. A practical reset is a journey, not a destination. It's about cultivating healthier boundaries, understanding your own patterns, and proactively managing how technology serves you rather than you serving it. Start small. Turn off notifications for just 1 hour today. Then try 2. Observe how you feel. As technology continues to evolve and embed itself deeper into our lives, the need for these practical resets will only grow. By taking control of your email habits, you're not just improving your productivity, you're investing in your mental well-being, fostering a healthier work-life balance, and ultimately reclaiming precious moments for yourself. You have the power to create a more focused, less stressful digital life. Take that first step today.